Milind, first shall we take a look at the data sets that we have?
Sure.
We seem to have two data sets, both coming from CMI, I think, right?
Yes.
And one of them is, what is it? It's a consumption data?
It is, I think one is the consumption data and the second is...
so consumption data would say what? I mean, it would tell you it's by households, presumably, right?
It is by households, yes.
So you will go to, so they have gone to some sample households, and then in each household they have asked some questions.
Correct.
And these questions will basically tell you what is it that they consumed weekly or monthly or something.
Yes.
Monthly, presumably.
I think weekly is also there. Let's just see. We
Okay.
can search, maybe we can search for weekly, right?
Maybe it's monthly, doesn't matter actually.
Yeah.
So if it is, so you know by month what they have consumed, and in that month what kind of,
It's monthly,
right?
Yeah.
And what kind of, I mean, did they consume food? If they consume food, what kind of food? Did they travel? Should we see what is there? I mean,
Why don't we do that?
Okay,
Why don't we do that?
So what would be? I mean, this is the Excel sheet we got.
This is the Excel sheet that we have got from
Okay.
CMI. Now the problem, GV, is that it's a very, very big sheet. Okay, this is a sample sheet, so it has only 100 rows. If you go down, I think it has about 100 rows.
So it's a, I mean, it's a sample.
It's a sample. It's not a full set.
It's not a full set which you need.
Yeah, it has 100.
They just gave us some sample.
Correct.
Okay.
But
now,
if you look at the columns.
So what is the first one? Household ID. Okay, they have given an ID for each house.
Correct.
So that when they go next time to the same house, presumably they carry the same ID, maybe.
Yes.
And
state, obvious.
State, obvious. So what kind of states are represented here? Is there a way to? I mean, how do I get all that? Can I get a unique list of all the states or something?
This, if we click on filter, we'll get
all the. You can see that, right? By filtering.
All the.
Okay, what are the states that we have?
So they have Andhra Pradesh, Bihar, Chhattisgarh.
You have filtered the entire set, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
So here is what I did, right? I took the entire selection and
applied a filter.
I applied a filter. So actually the filter was already active. So I'll show you how I applied the filter.
Oh, so that means that every column will now get
every column now has a
drop down
filter. Yes, every column will get a drop
down.
Yes.
And that drop down will contain all the elements, only unique elements.
All the unique elements that are present in that column.
So here what do we see? We see
Andhra Pradesh, Bihar, Chhattisgarh, Delhi, Goa, Gujarat, Haryana, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir, Jharkhand, Karnataka, Kerala, Madhya Pradesh.
Wow. So they have all the states.
It's almost like very comprehensive. Madhya Pradesh, Maharashtra, Odisha, Puducherry, Punjab, Rajasthan, Tamil Nadu, Telangana, Tripura, Uttar Pradesh. I think it is.
But you have only 100. So which means that 20 odd states, 100.
100. So maybe there are like, we can check actually. Let's see how many samples are there from Maharashtra. Okay.
Oh, how do you find that?
We can just select Maharashtra. Yeah, just select Maharashtra in this.
Maharashtra.
And you have, got a lot. We can count now. If I just select all of these and we go to the bottom, there are about 11 samples from Maharashtra. You can see this here, right?
There are a lot of samples. What about Tirupura or something?
Yeah, let's take one of the smaller states, no? Maybe.
Take Tripura or something.
Tripura, let us take.
Let's see. Maybe there's only one. Huh? This has got 11.
Yeah, just one.
Too much.
Just one.
Good, yes.
We can try Goa.
Goa also might be only one.
Probably. Two.
Ooh.
Let's look at Uttar Pradesh. Uttar Pradesh will be a big one, right?
Must be more, right?
Big one, no?
It's a big state, right?
Let's take Uttar Pradesh. Yeah, so it's probably like
it's
14.
So they have tried to take samples based on the population percentage.
Probably, right?
Wow.
Probably.
That's nice.
So West Bengal also should be big, no? I think West Bengal has a lot of...
West Bengal is a good population. Maharashtra is a good population.
Correct. Maharashtra we saw 11. Uttar Pradesh is 14. Let us see West Bengal. So let me remove Uttar Pradesh and select West Bengal. Only 4. Okay. And maybe if we looked at the actual, the entire sample, maybe we'll get a more representative.
So this is not necessarily giving you the same percentage as population.
Correct.
Take Karnataka, just
Karnataka.
Karnataka, I think, has 6 crores out of a
140
population
crores.
140.
So it's like 6 on 100.
6 on
Yeah.
100. 6, kind
Not,
of represent.
not,
Okay, all right.
not bad.
Okay, here and there. So, okay, so I understand. So, we got all the states. Then, what do we have?
So this,
What is
GV, is something called a homogeneous region. Do you know what a homogeneous region is?
It is, I think, region. It's, I mean,
At least what I could figure out from their website is it seems to
it's
say that
geographical.
it's a subunit of a state where
yeah.
people seem to have similar
buying preferences.
right?
Buying preferences.
So as an example, they would say Bangalore is perhaps a different homogeneous region compared to Hubli or Tumkur or
something like that. Or a rural area.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
And then it says urban versus rural.
Yeah, that is
that's
straightforward
thing.
Yeah.
And then the month. Okay, month and year.
This is month slot.
Which month they went and did the survey? Month and year.
Correct.
What is this?
This is the month for which they gathered the data. So they went in April, but they asked the household
about December
19.
Oh my.
Okay, so the
it's
data
far
could
away,
be
so recency effects will be
correct.
So if you take January 20, you will get reasonably good, reliable.
Yes.
But if you go April, you are not going to get that.
So if you see, all the data in this column is for December 19.
Yes.
Okay. However, the data has been collected in different months. It has been collected, some data has been collected in January, some in February, some in March, some in April.
Because they could not do it all at one time.
Correct.
I see. Very interesting.
Okay. So, of course, some of this could also have been impacted by COVID lockdown.
Yeah, this is 1920, but 20 it started, no?
20 is when it started, no? Didn't it? I think April February, 20 was when the first
India
lockdown.
Didn't come, no? Okay, just came maybe. All right. Just before, prior to, so not that much of impact. All right. Now, reason for, what is this?
Non-response.
Oh, people don't respond.
Sure.
Okay. So, just see what are the reasons. Can you do again the drop down? Look at the
we can.
Now that we know this method, what are the reasons?
Could not be executed. I don't know what that means.
Which they could not reach, I think.
Probably.
They could not implement.
Or maybe it is could not be executed because of COVID.
Maybe also. Household not found.
Wow. They had an address, but they couldn't find the house.
Can happen. Yeah.
It happens all the time, I think.
Locked. Yeah. Yes.
Perfect, right? They went, but there was nobody at home.
Yeah.
No failure means actually they got the data.
No failure means okay. Crazy way of saying that they got the data.
Correct.
Okay.
And refused, which means there were people at home, but they refused
said,
to
I
share.
Won't give you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
And blank means what? Nothing. We don't know.
Let's see if there are any blanks actually. Maybe there are no blanks. There are no blanks.
Okay. It's just there as an option. That's all. But why? Because
I've selected the whole thing.
Selected the whole thing.
I've selected
That's why
the whole
got
thing.
blank. Okay.
So this is of course district again, straightforward, right?
Yeah, district inside the state.
Yeah. This is northwest.
Some districts may not have any data. That's possible. Right?
Correct.
Okay. Then
response status
is what?
Means either did they give the data or they didn't give the data.
Okay. But we saw that refused not. What is the thing? Something.
No. So if you see, if you say accepted, then wherever it says accepted,
there will be no failure.
There will be no failure. However, if it says non-response, then you will get different reasons for non-response. So actually, intuitively to me, this I should have come before G. Isn't it?
Correct. Yeah.
Then it would have been easier to
understand. Okay. Then what do we have after that?
Family shifted.
Oh.
Which means did people change their address, I guess.
I see.
Something.
Okay.
This is something that I don't understand, GV. It says stratum.
Again, it's a geographical indicator.
Which is, I think it is some combination of geography and income levels. I suspect, but I don't know. PSU ID also, I don't understand. It's some encoding, I think, that they have for some statistical
Okay.
how they got the sample.
Hmm.
This is the household weight. So they have the sum of the weights of all the members in the household.
Oh, okay, okay, okay.
Hmm?
How do they determine the weights? Okay.
They also have.
All right. Anyway, we are not going to use those
Okay.
fields presumably, right? Are you using those fields?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Okay.
So we can skip those, right?
Then what is
So
it?
then they have age group.
That's an interesting one. What is the
Okay.
age group? Age group.
Age group.
Okay. What is that?
So they would say balanced household with no no seniors.
Okay.
So balanced household with seniors.
Oh, okay.
Children dominant.
Oh.
Grown up dominant. Other households of the young. Meaning it's probably some 20-year-olds all living together.
So you could just have some family just got married, husband and wife staying alone. They could have husband and wife with children.
Or it could
have
be
with their parents, living with parents.
Or it could
just
be
be old people living.
Some 4 guys who've just recently got a job sharing
an apartment.
Or
a house. Could be.
Correct.
Yes, all these kind of things.
All these kinds of things.
I see. Okay, okay. Yeah.
Other households of grown-ups, senior dominant, youngsters dominant.
I see. Okay.
So
some color. Basically, so you will know if it's a elderly house.
Correct.
Then certain kinds of things will probably get consumed. Youngsters means they probably eat less. They eat out more.
Correct.
Huh?
Correct.
Something like that. Okay.
Occupation.
Do you have information like that? Do we eat out or do you eat at home? No?
Yeah, they have.
Oh, okay.
They have.
I see.
So, occupation. This should also be interesting, right? So, there are agricultural laborers. Data not available, of course.
Okay.
That's fine. Entrepreneurs, industrial workers, miscellaneous, non-industrial technical employees, organized farmers, retired or aged, self-employed entrepreneurs. I think we had entrepreneurs here also, and I don't know what is the difference between entrepreneurs and self-employed entrepreneurs. Small traders or hawkers.
I guess entrepreneurs means that they have a shop or something, and self-employed entrepreneurs might be, I don't know, like a vegetable supplier or something.
That they actually have a different category. They say small traders or hawkers. Those are the vegetable vendors, no?
Okay, something. I don't know. We'll have to figure out.
Small or marginal farmers, support staff, wage laborers, white collar clerical employees, white collar professional employees. So you get a lot of color actually.
You get a lot of information. Okay.
Education. Again, it tells you what is the predominant level of education in the household. Okay. So everybody in the household is a graduate. Or everybody in the household has finished 10th standard. Majority of the people have finished graduation. Some people in the household have finished graduation.
Or they could all be matriculate.
There's also, by the way, household of all illiterates.
Oh, that also is there.
Household of all literates.
So you could have all illiterate, you could have all graduate, you could have some graduate, some matriculate, all matriculate.
All combinations.
All combinations.
Nice.
Okay.
This will be interesting data, I think. We should try and see.
We should see whether there's a relation between this and some consumption.
Correct.
Yeah.
Then gender group. Okay. So gender group is what? It is female dominated, female majority, male dominated, male majority, only females, balanced. I forgot balanced right at the top.
See, if you do individuals, you will get the gender, but now we have this more basic things.
Correct.
In a house.
Correct.
But consumption is always by a house only.
Yes.
Right. Most of the consumption
is not individual.
Not individual.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Very interesting.
Then I think the size of the household is size. It tells you how many members are there.
Okay, so like 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yeah, biggest household seems to be 7 members. By the way. That's a big house.
Yeah, it's a joint family.
Joint family, or probably grandparents, parents, and some kids living together.
How many people have 4-member families? Let's see.
Let's see.
I mean, most families would be
probably 3
4
or 4.
3. Yeah, 4 maybe.
So 4 is coming to how many? 23. 23 out of
100.
100 is
4
4.
member.
Let's look at how many are 3. 3
Ideally,
also is probably quite common.
we'll see later. We should make some chart on this.
We'll make some chart, na?
Okay.
Okay. Let
Okay,
me remove
nice.
this filter. Okay.
What is that minus 99?
I think when they could not get data, they fill it up as minus 99.
Why would they do that? Why don't they just leave it blank?
They could, I guess, but it's just a way of.
I guess if you leave blank, you're not sure they have filled it.
Correct.
Huh?
Correct. I
Huh?
guess so. Huh?
So for a guy to data enter, he knows that he
if
has
you
to
look
enter.
at non-response, right?
Huh.
If you look at non-response, let's just filter on non-response.
They'll all be minus 99. Huh?
I think so. Let's check.
No, it says data not available.
No, that they may have data.
Oh, wherever there's number, it will be minus 99.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So all the number things they put as minus 99.
Minus 99.
So that it's a number field. Maybe the entry software really allows you to enter a number. Huh?
Correct. Probably.
So minus 99.
And let's do the other check also. So if I say I've got a response, then there should be no minus 99s, no? Isn't it? Let's see that.
I suppose so. We'll see.
Worth checking.
You're checking.
Yeah.
You're right.
See? There are no
Wow.
minus 99.
Okay, nice. So minus 99 is a proxy for number proxy for no response.
Yeah. But
Okay.
it's good to check, when you have this kind of hypothesis,
But
you have to check
this
both
minus
the.
99 is later on going to create trouble for us. Let's say you want to add all the.
That is true.
Huh? It'll add minus 99. Huh?
That is true. Let's see what happens. Okay, let's see. Let me just clear the filter.
Or you want to do a count. That minus 99 will also be counted.
So let's say this is what total expenditure. Huh? So yeah, so it is counting 100, right? And it's probably taking those minus 99s also.
So when we
You
do
should remove those minus 99s.
Can you just remove it like that?
We can always do find and replace, no?
And minus 99.
Let's just clean it out.
There's no data which is going to be minus 99, right?
Correct.
That's why they put minus 99.
Correct.
Huh?
Correct.
Okay. Let's remove it.
Let's remove it from the entire sheet.
Yeah.
Let's remove minus 99. Replace all.
Replace all. Wow, good.
6954 replacements, man.
So,
So much data was minus 99.
but it's only 100 rows. So actually, there are so many columns.
Correct.
Many columns.
Correct. That's probably 6. Wow.
Yeah, how many columns are there?
Yeah. How
Can
many
you count
columns?
how many columns there?
That may be difficult. We can do one thing, GV. We
can count the row, huh?
select.
One row you can
we
take
can
out.
select all the columns. The first row.
Count is there below, no? That should be,
Count. Yeah, 191.
So 191 columns. Huh?
191 columns. There are a lot of data.
Wow, we are not going to read all the 191.
Okay. I'll tell you what we'll do. Let's copy this, and in a new sheet, just the field headings, I will paste in a format that will be easy for us to.
What are you doing?
So I copied all the column headings.
Okay.
And I will paste it transposed. Okay.
Transposed.
Which means instead of having everything in columns, I'll put everything in rows.
Oh, so you're like a matrix transpose.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
You copied the columns and you pasted it
as rows.
Okay, so this reads nicely.
Now it's easier to read, na?
I think so, yeah.
So let's see what data
These
is
are the
there.
columns, huh? What are data is there?
Yeah.
Okay, so response we've seen here, it said something, we saw that.
This is now
comes the expenditures.
Monthly expense. Yeah, this is the total expenditure
Monthly.
of the household for the
per
month.
Okay.
But now they are going to tell us the breakdown. Okay. And I think for now, for a lot of this data, they have the total expenditure and they have adjusted total expenditure.
Adjusted by using recency. And
So I think for this discussion, we'll ignore the adjusted. Okay.
You basically correct it for recency, right?
Correct.
Recency effect.
Correct.
Yeah.
So the most important thing is how much do people spend on food?
Must be most of the expense.
Most of the expense, right?
We'll see.
We'll see.
We'll see.
So, first group is.
You say 50% is food?
Probably, no.
For poor families, it will definitely be, no?
Even for wealthier families, maybe 40% at least.
Food, Possible. I don't know.
Now, if you take food itself, you can further break it down. How much was on cereals and pulses?
Right. Rice and wheat and all. Atta and all.
So, you can see, no, it's not just
Atta is
atta. See, it's whole grains. Whole grains would be rice or wheat.
Wheat.
But atta would be processed cereals.
Oh, they separately put it.
They separately put it.
Oh, okay. So, rice and wheat.
Yeah.
And then you may grind it yourself.
Correct.
You may cook rice, of course, you cook like that only.
Correct.
Then you have
pulses. Then you have edible oils.
Edible oils.
You have ghee.
Ghee.
Dry spices.
Okay.
Dry spices, I guess, is masala.
Masala stuff. Must be.
And then you've got vegetables and wet spices. Wet spices, I suppose, would be coriander leaves, ginger leaves, garlic, things like that. Then you have
vegetables, fruits.
Yeah, you have fruits. You have dry fruits and saffron.
My God. Saffron, they included that. Okay. Saffron is not a spice, huh? Okay.
No,
saffron is a flower.
Potatoes and onions. Milk and milk products. Milk and milk powder.
Powder. Maybe.
And milk products they've got separately, which is probably curd and.
People who don't have access to milk must be consuming milk powder. Huh?
Maybe in difficult places. You know.
What difficult place? Hotel and all because milk powder.
Correct. That is true.
Right?
Yeah.
Who knows what they do with milk? They produce milk powder and milk, I think.
Yeah. Monthly expense on mithai.
Okay. Mithai must be. For some places, mithai is a must, no?
Could be.
West Bengal only.
Yeah, probably. Monthly expense on bread.
Yeah, more increasingly becoming an important biscuits. Snacks.
Salty snacks. Noodles and flakes.
Okay.
That's cornflakes, I guess.
Cornflakes. Pasta.
Noodles and pasta.
Muesli
oats. And oats. Chocolate cake ice cream.
Wow. Ice cream.
Man, the level of detail is just amazing, no? Chocolates and cake.
They must take a lot of time to collect this.
Crazy, no?
Each time you would ask,
Yeah.
How much on chocolate?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
Who you? 1 hour they'll be collecting data list.
Ice creams.
Jam,
ketchup and pickles.
Yeah, there must be an army to collect data, no?
Meat, eggs and fish. This will be interesting to see, no? Meat and fish. Eggs.
I mean, which states are?
Yeah, we should take a look at that.
Some states don't.
Some states.
Tamil Nadu eats a lot of meat and fish.
Is it?
It's coastal, no?
Probably.
Kerala, Tamil
Probably
Nadu,
West Bengal, Tripura,
Odisha. Fish especially.
Fish, yeah.
Gujarat and Rajasthan must be
correct.
Let's see.
Probably. We'll find out.
Then?
Monthly expense on ready-to-eat food. Tea, coffee, sugar, beverages and water. Bottled water. See, actually in Bangalore, a lot of people buy bottled water because the quality of water is so poor. A lot of people buy.
Baby food. If you have babies, you have baby food.
Correct. And then you have one catch-all, other foods. Then monthly expense on intoxicants. Booze, cigarettes, I guess. Yeah, cigarettes and tobacco.
Oh, that's also intoxicant.
Yeah. BDs.
I see.
Other tobacco products, snuff, I guess. There's probably in rural areas, snuff may be
they chew also, no?
Yeah, they chew. That I guess will get counted here, no? Cigarettes and tobacco. Chewing tobacco is probably. Yeah, monthly expense on liquor. Then monthly expense on clothing and footwear. So, whole bunch of categories there, right? Clothing, accessories, artificial jewelry, bags, wallets. Crazy, man. Cosmetics, dental care products, toothpaste, tooth powder, toothbrush.
Oh my. How are people going to remember whether in December 19 and asking me in April 20 whether I bought
Very difficult, no? How do they get this data?
They don't remember.
No.
They will say something. They will say, okay, I mean, on the average.
On an average.
On the average, I buy maybe 1 toothpaste every month. I don't know. I mean,
something like that.
Hair oil, shampoo, conditioner.
Powder, creams, deodorant.
Maintaining the records, bills, they have something. I don't know.
Then
today,
appliances.
Today you buy online, so you can always go back and check.
Probably. But I'm sure in villages, people maybe don't, no?
Oh, they will probably have better records. I don't know.
Maybe actually. Yeah, because they'll keep accounts.
We don't know.
Correct.
Kitchen appliances.
Household appliances, mobiles. Oh, see, you are asking restaurants. Eating out.
Restaurants. How much do they spend on eating out?
Correct.
Okay.
So, food, in restaurants,
Liquor.
liquor in restaurants,
Mm.
recreation, electronic storage devices,
Okay, presumably like
thumb drives
thumb
and
drives.
discs.
CDs in those days. Now they
Yeah,
don't.
now
CD is
of
gone
course
now.
the CD is gone. Entertainment, toys, bills and rent, house rent, water charges, society charges, other taxes, power and fuel, cooking fuel, gas, gas or kerosene or whatever.
Correct.
Petrol and diesel for your vehicles, electricity, transport. You are asking transport. Monthly. So what are the transport categories? Bus, train and ferry, outstation taxi, bus, train, auto rickshaw and cab,
Okay.
airfare,
Huh.
parking fees, toll charges, communication and info, that is probably phone bills,
calls.
landline phone, cell phone, cable TV, internet.
My goodness. Fully, Okay. Go on fast now. Let's see. What is the hobby classes, school transport. Yes, school transport big one.
Correct.
Overseas education, other education, health, medicine, doctor.
This is a big one. Health will be a big one, I think.
Hygiene products, fitness, parlor, spa. Oh yeah, they go fitness. A lot of people do that. EMI for house, EMI for vehicle.
Durables.
Wow.
And then miscellaneous.
Okay. How much you spend on domestic help? Very important. Motor vehicle repair, rent,
remittances
sent.
Yeah, if you send money to your son or daughter for studies, kind of thing.
Social obligations, religious obligations, consultation,
general insurance, vacation, lighting, furniture, man. Oh man. Pets.
Oh man, okay.
Pets.
Pets. People spend a lot of money on pets also. Okay, so this is very extensive.
It's very extensive.
Very extensive data.
Very extensive data.
Okay, so, but we'll see. I think we'll do some statistics on this. Right,
so,
later.
first thing that I'm very curious, GV.
But one thing I want, I'm not fully satisfied still, even though I have so many fields.
What more would you like?
No, I mean, see, if I'm trying to do a calculation of, I want to find out whether I want to sell a product or not. It's not enough for me to know whether the person has consumed toothpaste or not. It's not enough. I want to know whether the guy is wanting to buy toothpaste. Okay, toothpaste.
Yeah.
If you can.
No, I understand. I get your picture, but television.
If he bought toothpaste last month, the chances are he'll buy toothpaste.
Correct.
So I can see that there is a predictability.
No,
but if you take like say motorbike,
yeah,
it's not like he's buying motorbike every month or something.
Yeah, I mean,
he either has a motorbike, doesn't have a motorbike.
Correct.
Most likely.
Correct.
Now, for the guys who don't have motorbike, I want to know whether they are going to buy motorbike or not.
See, one way to look at that is to see how much does the guy spend on transport.
Oh, okay.
On public transport.
But still, that doesn't tell me whether he has an intention to buy a motorbike.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
Huh?
No.
So, why don't they ask questions about what are you likely to do rather than just...
Actually, I think there's another data set perhaps where they do. Shall we look at that?
What is that?
I'm not sure. Let's check. There's another data set they had given us called Aspirational India.
Okay. Aspirational India.
Yeah. So, what does India aspire to?
Using R. Okay. Same households?
May not be, no. I think, let's see. The sample they have given us may not be. No, I don't think so, no. Let's see if this household ID, Control C.
It will be interesting for students to try and put the two data sets together if possible, no? But of course, households have to be common then only.
Correct. No.
Okay, it's not the same households.
Because these are two samples. I think maybe if we had the full data sets, then it would, what you are saying could have been interesting.
Okay, what does this contain? Can we take the headings of these?
Yeah, we can do that. We can do exactly what we did last time, no? So we'll do.
You copy it.
Copy.
And then open a sheet. And then you paste it transpose, huh?
Paste transpose. Paste special.
Paste special.
In that you select special and here you click transpose.
Oh, okay. I see. Fine. How many are there in this? That had some 200 and something.
287.
Oh my.
That had 190, this is 287.
God. I don't think they're doing it at the same time. Can you check? Are they doing? Maybe they do it at different.
Maybe, no?
Huh?
I don't know. Let's
This
see.
is also for December 19 or what? Data.
Month slot. So they've probably done it at roughly the same time, no, GV?
But they're the same time, but it's asked about, it's about future. It's not about December 19.
Correct.
So they've done it at the same time. Yeah, because I mean, you visit a house, you try to
Correct.
get as much, no?
As much data, no?
You'll have to go quite far to get to some household. Huh?
Correct.
Okay.
So, if you look at this, what is there? So, I think some of the initial fields are very similar.
So, aspiration means that they are asking the house what they are aspiring for. Aspirations.
What are they
intending to
buy, I guess.
Buy.
Or what do they wish to buy?
What they want to buy, wish to buy. Whether they buy it or not,
correct.
Depends on the
God knows.
Depends on many things.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, I think the first 17 fields, 18 fields are probably the same.
Okay.
Huh? There is now a new column here called income group, which wasn't there earlier.
Huh? Because income is not, okay.
It's,
you have total expenditure there. Yeah?
That was expenditure, this is
here is income. Total expenditure will tell you how much they spend.
Correct.
Total income will tell you how much they earn.
So let's look at what is the income
if you had both the data sets together, you know how much they saved.
Correct.
Okay. But so there you have also how much saved. They have we have saving?
No, there we don't. It's only expenses, I think.
No saving?
No savings.
Oh. Savings are there here?
Yeah, I think this data set has it. See here, if you see.
I see. Because
this is all expense. This is completely expense.
But aspiration will tell you how much you want to save.
Correct.
How much are you going to spend on motorcycles, that and all? And how much are you going to spend on save in a fixed deposit?
Here, let's see if let's just go down if there's savings. You can search, na?
Savings.
What did I do? Control F. Yeah, has outstanding savings in fixed deposits.
Oh, okay.
Has saved in fixed deposits. Will save in fixed deposits.
Oh.
Has outstanding savings in post office.
So, person who has savings are likely to save more. You can check like that.
Maybe. So, what do they have? They have fixed deposits, they have post office, they have NSC bonds. NSC bonds are big, right?
Provident fund.
KVP, Kisan Vikas Patra, Provident Fund, life insurance. Many people have life insurance actually.
And then?
And let's see, let's go down. Mutual funds, listed shares.
Oh, okay. Yeah, why not?
Business.
They have their own business.
They have their own business and they've put savings in that. Gold. Gold is a huge one.
Huge one. Very big. Very big. Yeah.
Gold. Real estate. Another big one.
Gold and real estate would be the two big ones.
Chit funds.
Chit fund will be another one.
Another big.
Another one. Yeah. Correct.
Other financial instruments. So this is, I think, catch-all. Oh, then they have borrowings also. So they have savings and they have borrowings.
Okay.
So what have you borrowed for? You have borrowed for housing, education, medical expenses. A lot of people forced to borrow for medical expenses.
Correct.
Wedding. Consumption expenditure. I don't know.
Because you can't plan for medical, no? So you have to borrow.
Insurance, I think some people.
Insurance is there, but
health insurance. Yeah.
So they'll borrow or they'll sell their gold.
Correct.
These are two things.
Correct.
Yeah.
Consumer durables. Borrowed for business. Borrowed for investments. Oh, wow.
Okay.
Borrowed for debt repayment. That guy is in trouble, man. If you are borrowing to repay debt.
Because you have
so much debt that to settle off one loan, you are taking a new loan. Man, tough. Borrowed for vehicles. I think this a lot of people do, right? People buy cars, people buy two-wheelers.
Yeah. Most of the times people
other
buy
purposes. Now they are saying, where did you borrow from? You borrowed from bank, and for what purpose? Borrowed from money lender and for what purpose? Borrowed from employer. This also a lot of people do actually. For what purpose? Borrowed from relatives and friends. Very common again. Borrowed from NBFC. What is NBFC?
Non-banking finance company.
What is an example?
Bajaj Finserv, Bajaj Finance.
Okay. Yeah. So if I went to buy a refrigerator and somebody came and offered me a loan for a refrigerator, then it's most likely
it's not a bank usually. Many times it's not a bank.
Correct.
Yeah.
Got it.
So they don't have a banking license, they have what's called an NBFC license.
I see. Self-help group. Microfinance, right?
Yep.
No, actually microfinance is a separate.
Self-help group is separate, microfinance separate.
Okay.
Self-help group itself will draw money from
Microfinance.
Chit funds.
Chit funds. Again, a lot of people borrow from chit funds also.
Yes, they do that.
Credit cards.
Credit card is for urban people, yeah. Yes.
Borrowed from shops.
Oh, I see. Because credit they keep in shops.
Correct.
Wow.
Correct.
Interesting.
Very interesting.
Restaurant, shops, all keep credit many times.
And then the final one is borrowed from other sources.
Okay.
That other, so I think that is more like a catch-all, I think.
Yeah, from friend and family.
Family finances compared to a year ago. So this is judgment, right? Are you better off today than you were a year ago? Do you think you will be better off a year from now?
Okay.
Those are the kind of questions.
Okay.
Do you think the country will be better off in the next 1 year?
Do
you think it will be better off in...
Can't say, you ask it. Probably they have better sense. Who knows?
Correct. Is this a good time to buy consumer durables?
Yes, good question. Yeah.
Type of roof, type of wall.
What kind of house are you living in?
Has electricity.
What kind of house you are living in?
Yeah. Power availability in hours per day. Man.
Okay, can we go back and see what is it they want to buy? Are they buying?
Let's see.
Are they going to buy a
that is
refrigerator
before savings?
AC or?
Yeah, that is there. Actually.
Do they want to buy a
so
two-wheeler?
If you just go beyond this,
if so, are they going to buy scooter or motorcycle? Like that we can say?
Let's see. So the first thing they ask is houses owned. How many houses does this household own?
Okay.
Have they bought a house? Or
Will
do they intend to buy a house? And if they are intending to buy a house,
will they
buy now or later?
Later. Oh, wow.
Okay.
Wow, this is detailed.
And
it's a useful piece of information.
And the next one. Do I think it's a good time to buy a house? Even if I don't intend to buy.
But it's a good time to buy.
But it could be a good time to buy. Because I think house prices will go up as an example.
Maybe, but also maybe I don't have money.
Or maybe I don't have money.
For a guy who's going to lend money.
Correct.
Right. Correct. You don't want to go to a guy who's going to buy a house and he's got the money.
Correct.
You want to go to a guy who's
going to need a loan.
Who thinks it's a good time to buy a house but doesn't have the money.
Correct.
That's the guy you have to.
Correct. Yes.
Right.
And this same pattern you will see for all the data, right? So do they have refrigerator?
Have they bought a refrigerator?
Have they bought a refrigerator recently?
Will they buy a refrigerator? If so, will they buy it now?
Is it a good time to
buy? Okay.
Now the same pattern will repeat. Air conditioners, coolers. See, North India, a lot of people use coolers in the summer, no? Rajasthan and all.
They don't buy air conditioner.
Washing machines. Televisions.
Television is definitely going to be something.
Correct. Computers.
Oh, computer these days, yeah.
Yeah.
Kids want
computers.
Cars.
You are asking, no? Cars or two-wheelers?
Cars or two-wheelers. Two-wheelers.
And then they have asked, what kind of two-wheeler do you own?
Type of two-wheeler.
Do you own a scooter or a motorcycle?
Kind of brand also. Brand is also?
Brand I don't think is there.
Okay. So, too many brands, no?
Yeah. So I took a look at it. No, well, actually the brand information would be useful for the brand company, right? So if I was TVS.
It will be, but yeah, maybe, yeah. But more than that is category, I think.
Yeah, category is, so.
Is it a scooter or motorcycle? I think broadly.
Yeah.
Or a moped. By the way, there's something called moped, right?
Yeah.
So moped, scooter or
So here is what it's showing, right? So one category is Bajaj CT, Bajaj Platino, Hero Splendor, blah blah blah.
Motorcycle.
This seems like a motorcycle kind of thing, right? Then
Okay.
the next is Honda Activa,
Scooter,
TVS.
scooter.
This is scooter. TVS Apache, Bajaj Avenger. I think these are big motorcycles. These are
Apache,
200cc plus.
Okay, small motorcycle, big
These
motorcycle.
are, yeah, these are probably like 100cc.
They don't have moped.
They don't seem to have moped.
Moped, maybe it's gone.
Maybe
in the
it's
category.
gone.
I don't know.
50cc or 60cc. They used
this-
to be very popular, no? Once upon a time.
Because you don't need license to drive some of them. That's why. Yeah.
People carry a lot of weight also on that actually.
A lot of people also sit on that.
Yeah.
Then it will go at 10 kilometers an hour.
Correct.
Uh,
Okay, so let's
So-
go back to our
okay, so
sheet.
this is an interesting sheet.
Hmm?
So, so what are we seeing? In this sheet, we are seeing intent to buy.
Hey, by the way, look. Cattle.
Cattle, tractor, I saw, yeah.
Yeah, tractor, cattle,
Genset.
genset.
Ah,
Very rich data. Very rich data.
ah.
Now, of course, then after that was savings, which we looked at already.
Okay, so between these two data sets, consumption data set, what have you consumed in the some period, some month, and what are you intending to do, or what do you own now, and what are you intending to buy? Are you going to buy a refrigerator?
Correct.
Are you going to buy a car, or whatever it is? Are you going to save? So where are you going to save? Right? What have you saved? Are you more a fixed deposit type, or are you
Correct.
share buying type, share purchase type? Based on that, I think a lot of analysis can be done. No?
So, I was already thinking, GV, you had this question, maybe we should spend some time thinking about this. Two-wheelers, right? If there is somebody who's spending a lot on public transport, doesn't have a two-wheeler today,
Okay.
but thinks it's a good time to buy a two-wheeler.
Because it will reduce the cost.
Correct. Maybe.
It should. It
Maybe.
will, I think.
Yeah.
I mean, of course, they have to spend money on the two.
Also, but there's comfort, right? You will save time.
You will save time. It's more, you will save time.
Yeah.
And it will reduce your cost overall.
So maybe we should at some point spend some time looking at these two
All these
pieces
data
of
sets and
data
put it together. We should do that. We should do that.
Maybe that's something we can do.
Yep.
Okay.